Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K, and this is the second half of February of 2021 spiritual advice reading. I'm going to be asking Spirit about career and finance, love and romance, and spiritual guidance. I'm going to lay a circle spread, first using the Lenormand deck by Ciro Marsetti, and then I'm going to clarify that circle spread with one of my many tarot decks. Shout out to my son, Kyler. Love you very much. All right, so, I think I'm going to shift the perspective of the reading from me over here onto my tripod so you guys can see the reading as I do. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, so here we are, Taurus. Again, I'm starting out with the Lenormand deck by Ciro Marsetti, and I'm going to lay a circle spread. I like to use this deck first because it gives me a big picture view of the energy surrounding this Taurus, mid-February going all the way into and through the end of February of 2021. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless whichever Taurus I'm reading for. Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, Venus, Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, and so on. Bless this Taurus with clearly defined messages regarding career and finance, love and romance, spiritual guidance, and so on. Okay. So in the center of the circle spread, we have the dog energies representing devotion. That's interesting. My dog just barked and the dog card showed up. So you may be thinking about a dog. You may be thinking about my dog, and all of a sudden, boom, it's like something having to do with a dog. But this is also a card of devotion. I'm feeling like with the number 18 jumping out at me, this is definitely a message from Spirit Taurus. That the infinity symbol being represented by the number 8 is about recognizing that I made a mistake in the past, but I have learned, therefore, I'm going to rise above into a higher, better path for myself. So Spirit's saying, really think about how you can bring an end to what didn't work for you in the past and how you can now move into a higher, better journey and experience higher, better people, places, circumstances, environments, and journeys. Okay, so this is a card of devotion to one's self. So there's a Taurus who may be feeling this energy very strongly by mid-February of 2021. Now in the thoughts position, we have the clouds. So this is about confusion being represented by the clouds, but with the sun poking through, this is Spirit's way of saying, as you devote yourself to a higher, better journey in your life, so too will you start to obtain some form of clarity here. And we'll clarify that in a little bit. Now, in the relationship sector of the circle spread, during the second half of February of 2021, we have the ring. So we have some Tauruses here thinking about coming into commitment, partnership, or contract with another. Maybe close to the 25th of February of 2021. So we could have a Taurus here who's thinking about the devotion of another, trying to obtain clarity about a commitment or partnership in the relationship sector of the circle spread. Now in the creative aspects position of the circle spread, we have the whip or the broom. So we have a Taurus who is going to have the strength to sweep away from what I'm feeling is some form of confusion. Sweep away from old parts of oneself that did not serve them, right? It led them down a path of confusion. But Spirit is bringing you clarity now so that you can come into the right commitments or partnerships. And that may be what you're doing in the second half of February, Taurus, or something you will be thinking about. Yes. So in the actions position, we have a Taurus who is either taking action or is being guided to eventually take action with the anchor energy. So the anchor is about stability and security. It's a beautiful sign, omen, that your actions, should you choose to devote yourself to a higher, better path, will bring you into connection with a circumstance, situation, person, whereby you can create great stability. So in the emotional aspects position, wow, If you have been wondering about a commitment partnership with another or others and whether or not it is the right direction to go, you will know, I'm getting by the 24th or 25th of February, that someone or something is meant to be. So yeah, there could be a little bit of confusion about the devotion of another, a commitment or partnership, be it a contract in business and or personal situation. This is a beautiful reading. This is, I'm not going to sweep away from stability because I'm finding clarity about the devotion of another. And I know this path is meant to be, this person, this circumstance. Okay. And the reason this Taurus is going over and over in their mind about this for some Tauruses is because subconsciously you've got the snake energy. The snake can sometimes represent energies of lies and deceit. It can also represent energies of fear. So someone is definitely fearing the devotion of another, the commitment, a partnership. Therefore, they're on the edge maybe of sweeping away from devoting themselves to another or to their different circumstances, right? Than where they're at right now. How do I move forward? And this is a perfect example. So in the day-to-day aspects position right here of the circle spread, whether you're a male or female, this is masculine energy. This is needing to get to the truth. This is someone who's at a distance from another or who is acting distant. I think it's for some a distance from another, and that's why you're questioning the devotion is how can I sweep away from this path of confusion and find stability? Can I trust another, or should I sweep away from them completely? Now, I do feel like this is going to be different for different Tauruses because we're at a point where people are either going to repeat unhealthy patterns, behaviors, or cycles and go through a very difficult journey again for the next 5 to 10 years. And then there's going to be those Tauruses who are going to rise above where they used to be and realize that you can indeed create peace, joy, and stability for yourself if you so choose to devote yourself, to push beyond fear, to come into partnership. Because you're going to realize who is there for you and sweep away from who is not. For some, you're going to be sweeping away from a masculine at a distance because this masculine, it's like this is you or a masculine is looking over at energies of fear and is wondering about the devotion of someone at a distance, whether or not someone can be or should be trusted at all. Okay, so in the inner strengths position, Spirit is giving this Taurus the strength of the owl energy. This is about texting, talking, tweeting with a specific person, figuring out the devotion of another, maybe a masculine who's at a distance or who may be acting distant, in order to take action to move into a direction of greater financial stability and security. Wow, so lots going on in the mind of this Taurus. Now, in a 3-card summary to my left, with the same Lenormand deck, we have the first position. So this is right about mid-February. Someone's either this feminine energy that is waiting, or they're thinking about a feminine energy who is waiting. This feminine energy is someone whose heart is open, who's hopeful, who's spiritual, someone who is thinking about some form of obstacles being represented by the mountain. This is having your heart open to realize that the journey ahead is not long and difficult, that you can shift your perspective instead and move into a new direction, knowing you need to go through the mountain to learn new things, to take different avenues, to finally get to the blessing on the other side. So it's about looking at the journey ahead as an exciting new adventure. Yeah, see, we have a Taurus here who's looking at one doorway or another, one person, place, circumstance, situation or another. And they're feeling a little bit anxious here, right? I'm feeling this fear of commitment, partnership, or contract in relation to another or others. So yeah, trust in Spirit, that Spirit is trying to guide you, Taurus, into a higher, better path. Devote yourself only to making the highest, best decisions, knowing that you'll have the strength to get rid of any confusion in the second half of February. So during the second half of February of 2021, there's some spiritual advice here with two very spiritual cards. First, with the book, this is about looking back at the previous chapters of your life, the most difficult experiences, circumstances, connections, and how you have risen above all of that now. How you're going to create the table of contents of what long-term goals you want to accomplish throughout the rest of 2021. Spirit is asking this Taurus to look really deep at what didn't work in comparison to what now can. Yeah, look at that. Some form of communication or paperwork is coming towards this Taurus. It may take until around the 27th of the month of February of 2021. Either way, something is going to feel right. With the four-leaf clover showing up, this is beautiful, Taurus. This is Spirit saying, we are guiding you into the direction of a person, place, circumstance, journey that is blessed and is lucky. Your wishes are going to come true. And as you come to the realization of those wishes, you will then receive signs and synchronicities from Spirit via the compass. The beautiful magical compass is Spirit's way of saying we are going to guide you into the right direction, where we're going to connect you with the right person who will help to guide you to take action, to step into a path that is stable and secure. Yeah, somebody's just fearing they can't trust another. But I'm hearing that that is all in your head. So that may be what this is all about over here, and we'll clarify in a little bit. So by the end of February of 2021, beautiful. Taurus, as you give birth to, with the stork energies, an idea or two, there's going to be an aha moment. Now I saw the star was the 16th and the 17th, so I'm feeling that is happening for a lot of people in February around the 16th or 17th. There's going to be an aha moment of I can now give birth to something whereby I can receive greater pay or abundance, because they're connecting with someone with the bear energy who is in a leadership position, or you are stepping into a position where you're going to be in a leadership position, or you're just opening your heart in general to giving birth to something that feels right, or someone. Yes, kind words, messages, flowers, gifts, and invitations regarding money being represented by the fish. Yeah, a Taurus who is maybe a little unsure, but Spirit's saying roll the dice and take a risk. There is an environment that no longer serves you, or whereby you are transforming in February. But at some point, when you step out and make a change to the area of home and family into a path of stability and security, you will receive a lot of attention and recognition for your efforts. So continue to devote yourself to your goals and intentions. And if you are clouded about a connection, eventually communication is going to come, and you will be able to sweep away, for some, from a masculine who's at a distance and or who has been acting distant. Sweep away from fear regarding the devotion of another. I was going to clarify with the Gypsy Oracle deck, but I don't feel as though I need to. What I want to do now is clarify the astrological signs and or elements of who by which this Taurus will be connecting with during the second half of February of 2021. So this is the Game of Thrones deck. It's going everywhere. It's going crazy. All right, so dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, please bless whichever Taurus I am reading for. Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, Venus, Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, and so on. Please bless this Taurus with confirming messages regarding the circle spread we have previously discussed. Clarification, please. Yeah, so we have a Taurus who may be thinking about an older air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, contemplating the devotion of another, or should I devote myself to this air sign. This could also be, I'm going to devote myself to new goals and intentions. I'm going to be clear with others about my boundaries, and I'm going to cut away very quickly and swiftly from anyone who comes in and tries to maybe manipulate me, for I am devoted to finding clarity in my life. I'm moving away from a state of confusion. Yeah. So during the second half of February of 2021, with the Eight of Cups energies, we have a Taurus who is leaving behind connections that no longer fulfill them. Emotionally, spiritually, it's time to go away from the confusion, to speak your truth about your boundaries. And in the relationship sector of the circle spread, to lay down with the Ten of Spears energies, having to do with home, family, having to do with what you used to be passionate about. In relation to another or others, there is a laying down of what was, of what no longer fulfills you, emotionally, spiritually, physically, your environment. And instead, planning new commitments, partnerships, or contracts. So in the creative aspects position, we've got the Five of Cups. We do have a Taurus here who could find out that you are crying over spilt milk, over what used to be with the Five of Cups energies. But Spirit's given you the strength, remember, of the whip or the broom, to get rid of that negative thinking, to continue to devote yourself to maintaining those boundaries, going away from who and or what caused a path of confusion, laying down old connections, family, friends, and coming into new commitments or partnerships. For in the actions position with the Eight of Spears or Wands energies, this Taurus will be taking action or will be receiving action or unexpected communication during the second half of February of 2021 regarding stability and security. So someone here is going to communicate with you, or you'll be communicating with them closer to the end of February, Taurus, where something feels right. Like after you communicate with someone or someone comes towards you unexpectedly or has to communicate stability and security, you start to feel really good emotionally. Like there is a soulmate, could be a true love for the long term, and a celebration in the area of home and family here. A celebration regarding business, a business offer, a celebration in connection to another, that you can now move into a higher, better path with someone who is just as devoted as you are. So subconsciously, we have the Snake and the Nine of Spears. Okay, what you used to be passionate about is ending. It could have to do with the Snake representing addiction, right? That path no longer serves me. I'm no longer passionate about this addiction to a person, place, circumstance, situation, environment, or substance. But instead, I'm going to be honest about my boundaries with others and lay down this journey that did not serve me. I'm going to instead go away from it or anyone who emotionally no longer fulfills me. I'm going to let go of what was and remain open to what now can be, because Josie said, I've got beautiful things coming. Great fulfillment, great stability, and happiness is on its way. So day to day, we have a masculine waiting. Again, this could be you or another. And that's good. With the Hanged Man energy, this is a major arcana. This means Spirit's coming in to say, throughout the second half of February of 2021, day to day, we would like for you to kind of wait and to look at things from every perspective before making any decisions, before moving into a new direction. For now is a time to sweep away from who and or what no longer serves you. See, those cups are empty, they're knocked over, they're spilt. That journey is over. The party's done, right? And now there are two beautiful cups over here that you are not recognizing. And that's why Spirit's saying slow down and take a look at what was unhealthy here. For that journey is over, right? Our path is 0 to 9. And then 10 is about moving into a new direction. So in your inner strengths position, we have you texting, talking, tweeting with a specific person, whereby there is a new path. The Ace of Cups, Taurus, is a gift from the universe. It is a new path of overflowing peace, joy, and happiness. There is a strong desire here in the inner strengths position to text, talk, tweet with someone who has water in their chart, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, to discuss how you have devoted yourself to a new path of stability and security. It's like there's a lot of excitement here, a desire to communicate with someone about this beautiful new life that is opening for you. So in a 3-card summary here with the same Game of Thrones deck, yes, we have, I am going to now communicate to who and or what has ever caused me heartache, regret, and or worry. For I know now with the major arcana, the Strength card, that I am going to be strong enough to receive with the 6 of Spears energies, recognition and attention, especially regarding communication having to do with money. With the 7 of Swords energies, there's this desire to sneak away from the 4 of Coins energies, financial stability and security. But there's also a realization. He's kind of stopping and looking like, should I sneak away from that which is so great? Or should I stay? Spirit's saying we are giving you the Emperor energies as a major arcana where you can now create an empire in your life for yourself, something to be very proud of. So with the 7 of Coins energy, 7 being a very spiritual number, as you work on the area of finances and career and money, Spirit is going to help for you to give birth to a new direction, a new empire in your life. So when you are feeling with the 5 of Pentacles like you don't have enough in some way, sad or depressed, Spirit is sending you the major arcana, the Moon, hope and trust that as you pray to Spirit, Spirit is going to guide you into the direction of another gift from the universe in the form of the Ace of Coins, a win, an inheritance, or a new path financially that is set to grow and prosper. So Spirit's helping you with the major arcana judgment, to make the highest, best decisions so that they can offer you a new path. Something quick and unexpected will come to your attention. For some of you, it'll come from a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or as you communicate with this person, so too do you realize that you are headed into the direction of great stability and security. So good decisions will bring good results. Bad decisions will do the opposite. It's either I'm going to choose a path of fortune or I'm going to choose a path of misfortune. By the end of February of 2021, we have the Empress energy. So this could be you or another Taurus. This is someone who can give birth to whatever they so choose, a person, place, circumstance, situation. This could be a mother figure, a wife figure. This is someone who is very spiritual. And she may be communicating with you or you with her about the 9 of Coins energies, great financial independence. Again, this could be a mother figure who has Pisces in their chart, Cancer or Scorpio, who's communicating with you, or you're finding the strength to communicate with them. But either way, she's got some good news to tell you here. Unexpected good news that will bring stability. So after a time of waiting with the Hermit energies, waiting, observing, contemplating, bringing an end to the unhealthy misfortune in your life, Spirit is saying with the 9 of Swords, right? That path is done. The 9 of Swords is about not being able to sleep at night. But for those of you Tauruses, you're going to have the Queen, just like the King of Swords energies here. The ability to observe, to communicate about your boundaries, what you will and will not do, and to very kindly and justly cut away from who and or what no longer fulfills you. You're going to have the strength of the 8 of Cups to figure out who leads you back into confusion as opposed to who leads you forward into a path of clarity. Kind words and messages. Trust that Spirit wants you to shine in the eyes of the world at this time. And it all comes down to the decisions we make, right? A difficult path was because of one decision. And now a better path can be made because of one major decision. I will not repeat this again. Instead, I'm going to enjoy my journey. I'm headed into the direction, remember, of the Four of Wands and the Soulmate card, which is perfect. So I'm going to close with a message from the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. Dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, please bless this Taurus with clearly defined messages regarding the energy surrounding them and any spiritual advice for the second half of February of 2021. Yeah, so if you haven't been, Spirit is saying now is the time to embrace those around you. In a time of unpredictable and constant motion, in a time of indecision, Spirit saying, open your heart and embrace those who want to embrace you in the second half of February. The card says, this is a time of great spiritual growth for you, Taurus, making it even more important to surround yourself with those who love you and those who share your beliefs. Be willing to accept help from others at this time. You could find comfort in traditional solutions, or your heart may long to try new ideas. So your life is going to start to move very quickly here, especially closer to the end of February, Taurus. Events that were on hold will suddenly require your attention. So at some point, there will no longer be time to sit and ponder. There will be time to get moving. Beautiful. So should these messages have resonated for you and you have further questions about your own personal journey, feel free to write me for a personal reading at my email, which is josiek42@gmail.com. I offer 4 1/2-hour readings, and they are a 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, and yearly reading, and my price list will be in the box below this video. I am still offering the winter special, which is a 15-minute video reading for just $25 if you'd like to give it a try. So thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so very, very much to those of you whom have liked, shared, subscribed, and most importantly, donated to keep this channel up and running. Take care, and God bless.